of there. Oh. Yeah, he's got me. So I'm dragging a little bit today. All this lack of sleep for this week is definitely catching up to me. The trip seems very, very long, and never thought I would say this, but I'm getting tired of fishing. Usually it takes the end of the trip for this, but I think this time it's because, one, there's no one else here, and that actually provides a great deal of energy, you know, to get excited about things, to talk about things. And two, because my trip was like altered a bit. You know, normally I start in Stewart for 2 days, and Cedar Key for 2 days, and then Sanibel. And it makes all the difference in the world because there's so many different places in Stewart. Cedar Key's basically one type of fishing. That's why I limit it to 2 days. Just take the boat out. But it's a good 6-8 hours on the water, and that's it. It's not 12 hours. You can't extend it at all. There's not really anywhere to night fish. So it's short and sweet, and it's a different type of fishing than here in Stewart. So all that variety in the types and the locations, and the different targeted species too. I mean, Cedar Key is like trout and redfish mostly, and that's very cool to target like that. Here it's a little bit of everything, but it's mostly snook. Stewart's a little bit of everything. Yeah, I'd say mostly snook and trout, but you know, everything else too thrown in the mix. So that variety switches things up, the location and everything else. So it keeps you sort of occupied here, and not to mention the heat. It is so hot, and standing in the sun all day outside in a pier. Stewart, you have bridges, and you have some shade. Here, there's not really any shade, so it's just standing in the heat all day long. I think it's wearing me out as well as the no sleep. I had a good day fishing yesterday, but just not enough to occupy the hours and hours that I spent doing it, which I normally don't mind, but I'm just tired, I guess. Anyway, I got another 3 days of this. I can't believe I just said that. I've got 3 more days. Alright, well, it's 6:40. Sun comes up in about an hour. So I better go get some bait and get back on the fishing chain gang. I'm at the Sanibel Pier again for the morning bite. Tide is low and the current is very strong, so it's not the best conditions. The tide goes up and the tide slows just a little bit more, maybe in 2 hours or so. It should be a little bit more ideal. I can drift the bait where I want it to go. And it helps when the tide is high. It was high this time yesterday, or at least around the time I was catching fish. So we'll see. And then by 2-3 p.m. it should be good. I may take a break before then, but conditions should be pretty good for snook again if they're not all full from gorging themselves in the full moon last night. But it's been pretty full the last few nights, so I don't know if that really affected them that much. Alright, I'm taking a little break because there's no point in fishing at the moment, so. You don't got a net? I think I got your line on there too. Thank you so much. I lost too many of them yesterday. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, baby snook.
Jack.
Wow. Papa, Mama, you want his face.
The littlest Jack in the world.
Come on, get him. In net.
Oh, little guy. Yeah. For a pinfish, too. Oh, no. No picture. So I'm just leaving Sanibel Pier. I'm gonna take a break. It's so crowded out there. It was actually a pretty good morning though. I caught 2 nice sized snook. They're all nice sized to me actually. They're not giants and they're not babies, but they're nice. Caught a couple of nice sized drum. Those were nice sized. Jack. What else? That's about it. But a few snook were caught. A couple nice ones too, so about 4 snook total caught, which is not bad, and one really nice one, like a 28 inches or something like that. So only 30 inches, I don't know. Anyway, it's just too crowded. There's so many people and so many rods out there. It's just not worth it, and the tide's not doing what I want. So I'm gonna go eat some lunch for once, maybe try another place, and then head back here later when the tide's a little bit better. All right. Ah.